Hello and welcome. Today we're going to bake some pizza. And when you bake real stone oven baked pizza, you need to have quite a high temperature. So you need to get it to about 400 degrees Celsius. And I have my son with me here, and we're going to start off by baking out the dough. And then we're going to put some stuff on it before we shove it into the oven. There we go. All right. You do want to bake it out like this. Okay. Alright, so once we have gotten the dough into something that looks somewhat like a pizza, we put it on the shovel that we're going to use to put it into the oven in a moment. After that, it's time to put some ingredients down on it. And if you do a regular pizza, like my son wants it, we start with some tomato sauce. So add some tomato sauce onto the dough. So that it covers the pizza. So we always start with the tomato sauce when doing pizza. And there we are. Just a little bit more. Some people say less is more when it comes to ingredients on a pizza. That is to say, you shouldn't have too much sauce or it won't get that crispy, nice taste that you want in the dough. There we are, and time to put on some cheese and something like that. We're actually going to make two pizzas today. We're going to make one regular there we go on the cheese. All right, so time to put some other ingredients, some toppings on, and we'll start with some paprika, red and yellow, some sweet red and yellow peppers, and let's put it on here like this. All right, and let's also put some mushrooms on there. Okay, here we go, and there we are. And let's finish with some homemade dried oregano. And there we are. Our first pizza is ready for the oven. Before we do that, let's start with our second pizza. And for our second pizza, we wanted to use cheese as a base. So let's start with some cheese and try to spread it out a little bit onto the dough. This can be a bit tricky, so try to keep it somewhat hot. That will simplify matters. There we are. Let's get some more cheese on here. And why not add some more cheese on top of that? This is called a white pizza. It's a pizza without the classic tomato sauce on it. and instead we have some types of cheese, different types of cheese. Of course we have the mozzarella, we have a cream cheese, and we're going to finish with some goat cheese, which will give a nice salty taste. So we're going to put some goat cheese on here, like this and that, and I'm actually going to cover it in goat cheese because it's really good. So here we are, and just a little bit more, and there we go. And finally we'll have some pear, like that, and like that, and like that. Once it's done in the oven, we're going to pour just a little bit of honey on top of this to get something sweet added. For now though, let's just finish off with a little bit dried oregano on top. And the ingredients I sometimes forget. We will also need to have some nuts on. And there we are, 2 pizzas filled with topping, and now we're going to put them into the oven. So please come, follow. To make this just a little bit simpler, we're going to use 2 shovels. That will make it easier to put it in there. Come on over here. And there we are with the first pizza. Now please watch it grow, because this will happen really quickly, because it's really hot in there right now. It's like 400 to 500 degrees Celsius, so it's really hot. And while that pizza is growing, we're going to put our second pizza in there. We're just going to clean it up a little bit in here, and it's actually time to turn it. So we'll turn it around. There we are, and it's time for our second pizza. And there we go. This is how quickly it rises. We should turn it now because we have more heat naturally where the fire is. So we need to turn it so that it gets heated evenly. And it's about time to turn our second pizza. We're going to do that right now. And our first pizza is almost done, not quite, but almost. So we're just going to slide it in a little bit longer, and then we're done. As you can see, it rises a lot when you have these kind of temperatures. You can actually see it go. Here we are. Our first pizza is done. And our second pizza is done. Just add honey and enjoy.